Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today we figured we'd do a quick video for you today about garlic scapes. What are they? When do you use them, or when do you harvest them, and how do you use them? The garlic scape itself is this little stalk that comes out of the garlic. It only happens on hardneck garlic, first of all. And there's two kinds of garlic: hardneck and softneck garlic. The garlic scape is what comes as like a piece of green onion-looking thing that comes out of the middle of the garlic plant itself, and the scape is essentially the bud stalk. If you let it keep going and don't harvest it, it's going to produce a flower, and it'll actually send the plant into seed, and you won't actually be able to harvest any garlic out of it. It won't produce cloves. It'll just go to seed and then be no good for anything. So you want to harvest your garlic scape, and you can use them in a variety of ways, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But we're going to show you what they are, and Angela's going to show you how to harvest them and tell you when to harvest them, by the way, because you can't harvest them just whenever. They don't come up all the time, so you gotta do it at just the right time. So Angela's going to come over here and she's going to show you what they are and how to harvest them.
These are garlic scapes. These big, long, curly tubes.
See, again right here, this come out of this. See, this is the garlic, the plant itself, and here's the tube.
And if you let it go, this right here will become a flower, and it will lead to seeds. But because we're cutting them, they will produce cloves and become yummy garlic. And you get this harvest of garlic scapes, which is meaning you get 2 harvests out of hardneck garlic, which is perfect for a small space.
You'll get actually garlic, you'll get heads of garlic, and you'll get garlic scapes, which is wonderful. When do you want to harvest them?
You want to harvest them when they start to get fat like this, and they're still pliable. See, that way they'll be tender. If they start to get hard, then they're not going to be woody, and they're not going to be as good. Okay. And you want to harvest them, you know, when they're ready, when they start to curl like this.
Okay. So how do you cut them?
So, pull out my handy dandy scissors, and you cut them just as close to the leaves as you can get them without actually cutting the leaves. See, you make the cut right here, and you've got a beautiful garlic scape.
Awesome.
We need about 10 of these for what we're making.
Alright, so Angela's going to keep cutting those garlic scapes. So now while Angela finishes cutting the garlic scapes, I'll tell you, she's going to make garlic scape pesto out of them. Okay, we'll show you how to do it in a minute. Also, things you can do with them are you can use them in like you would garlic in some ways, in a lot of ways, just how you use garlic. They have a garlic flavor because, hey, it's garlic. But also you can use them in some ways like you would green onions. So like, but you don't want to use them raw. And this is all information from Angela. Angela told me that what you'd really rather do if you're going to use them as a green onion type thing is to saute them first, or else they'd have too much of a flavor for you. So you'd want to saute them in that manner first. So now we're going to go in here and we're going to show you how she makes the garlic scape pesto. Go.
So now we're going to teach you how to make garlic scape pesto. The first thing I did was I took the garlic scapes and just rough chopped them. That way they fit in your food processor better. You can also do this in a blender, but it'll take a little bit longer than in a food processor. Now with this, you want to dump in, this is 10 garlic scapes. You want to dump in about 1/3 of a cup of any kind of nuts that you like. Today I'm using roasted sunflower seeds instead, which is a great alternative if you're allergic to any kind of nuts. And I'm not, because I'm married to Jason.
You're hilarious.
I put in just a little salt, just a good little pinch of salt, because it helps work as an abrasive to help make it into a paste.
You're abrasive.
want to whir it up until it's all chopped up real good. And see, this is what it'll look like. See, it'll almost look like a paste, and all the garlic scapes are completely chopped up. Now you're ready to add the olive oil while it's running. You add it through the feeder tube. This is about a little over 1/3 of a cup of olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil. And you'll see that the color has completely changed. Okay. It smells good. Now we want to add just a little bit more salt, but not much, because you're going to add Parmesan cheese, which is going to add a lot of saltiness. And of course, for Jason, we have to add plenty of pepper. Blend it back up. Now, we're going to put it in the bowl. And try not to cut our fingers with the blade. I don't think that would be fun. It smells good, doesn't it, Jason?
Yes, it smells wonderful.
Don't sound too excited, why don't you?
Oh, I'm overjoyed.
He normally loves my cooking. I don't know what's wrong. I hope he's joking. Because pesto is usually one of his favorites. Okay. Now, we want to take our Parmesan cheese, which is about a 1/3 of a cup, give or take a little. I'm going to save back a little. I know this is going to look thicker than a regular basil pesto, but you want it to be this way. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. You want it to be a paste like this, because here's your little tip. Whenever you're cooking pasta for anything, always save back a cup of your nice starchy cooking liquid. It's nice and salty and starchy, and it will help out any sauce. So you want to add this into your pesto, because that is going to help cook your garlic scapes just a little bit, because it's nice and hot. So it's going to help cook your garlic scapes just a tiny little bit. Just enough to take away some of that edge off of the garlic. Add just a little bit more till it becomes nice and creamy. We're good on the salt. So now we're going to toss in some chicken, some shredded roasted chicken, and some penne pasta. Ah! Pasta flying everywhere. Okay, now we're going to toss it together. We may need a little bit more cooking liquid once we start mixing this in to loosen it up a little and make it into a nice flowing sauce on your pasta. Yep, we're going to need just a little bit more. So far we've almost used about a half a cup. But you always want to pull out a cup, because it will help out any sauce that you put it in. We're going to put in just a little bit more. Just to make a nice satiny sauce. Just a little bit more. Ah! I'm throwing it everywhere. Now, we'll sprinkle on a little bit more, the last little bit of Parmesan cheese. And Jason's gonna try it.
I'm not sure about this one.
I hope you're joking.
I'm just joking. Oh, that's funny.
Take a princess bite.
Princess bite, the heck with that mess. I'm gonna get a Dale honking by here. That's some good stuff right there. You need to make sure you use your garlic scapes as well. If you like garlic flavor, obviously, it's a good garlic flavor. Good sauce, Parmesan cheese, chicken, can't go wrong with it. This is our creation, Homestead. God bless you and goodbye.